So in the first part, I will show you how to create your own pattern for the size you need. So I will show you 3 sizes and then you choose one which you prefer for your face mask. And in second part, I will show you how to sew your mask together. Okay, sew your face mask. You will need some good scissors. Don't use the same scissors which you are cutting your fabric for the paper, otherwise they will go really horrible. Okay, so if you are using this for the paper, don't use them on the fabric. So you will need the fabric. I'll be using cotton fabric. I really like cotton as it's easy to breathe, and this face mask will be with no filter pocket. Also, I'll be using this my pillowcase, so you can also upcycle for your face mask if you want. So this is this fabric with the pattern will be on top, and this plain one will be inside my face mask. Also, you will need the measuring tape, and also of course you will need your pattern, whichever you have or you want. So I'll be using the small adult because I tried it and I made one for my son, but it fits perfect my face as I have a small head and small face. So I'll be using this one, but the steps for the face mask are all the same. Also, you will need some pins, and you will also need this clip. If you don't have them, well, I don't know what could you use, but I just collect these from my bread or the brushes, chocolate brushes. They usually come with these clips. They usually come with these clips. So I collect them and we'll be placing them inside our mask, as they will fit nicely on top of your nose, and you can adjust your face mask really well and there won't be any gaps. Okay, so if you have them, it's great. Please use them. And also you will need a stretchy t-shirt, because I love to use my old t-shirt which I don't use anymore, and I like to make the cords out of this t-shirt because they are so comfy if you want to wear your mask with the loops behind your ears or with the cord. This is just the perfect way to do it because it's super soft and won't annoy you behind your ear. So I'm going to show you how to create the cord, and then you decide if you want a long cord or if you want 2 loops behind your ears. So all you have to do, you cut the bottom seam off. As it is much thicker, you don't need it. And then you simply, I like to go for 2 centimeters. So I will measure 2 centimeters like this. I hope you can see on camera. So I simply just measure all the way up 2 centimeters. If you prefer a thinner cord, of course you can go maybe 1.5 centimeters. Okay, cut it out like so. Cut this seam on one side, don't need it, and simply just stretch it as much as you can, and this will create your lovely cord. You can have one big one, which I usually go for, or you can have just 2 loops behind your ears. I'll show you at the end how to do it. So we have this cord prepared and we're gonna use it later. If you want it thinner, you can just measure 1.5. So this is our cord. So I have my pattern ready and I placed it already on my fabric. Make sure the inside, the right side of the fabric is inside, like so. And as we don't need to add anything here, you can place it in this fold here, so you save the fabric, save as much fabric as possible. So I squeeze it here, and I'll be adding 1 centimeter all the way around, like so. And cut it out. And you're gonna need 2 pieces of this top fabric and 2 pieces of your inside fabric. So do the same with the inside fabric and cut it out. Okay, so once you have 4 pieces, mark your wrong sides so you know. On this one it's obvious, you don't have to. And now we are going to place the pins. So place the pins. But remember, we said at the beginning, the seam allowance will be only half of the centimeter. We added 1 centimeter, but the seam allowance will be half of the centimeter. So let's just place the pins in the front, like so. And not to worry about the holes or anything, because of course, after you finish your face mask, you need to wash it. So the holes will disappear from the pins. Okie dokie. So let's sew half of the centimeter in the front. Now we are going to do little cuts, but make sure you won't go through the stitch, okay? Just a little cuts like this around, and it will help us to shape the face mask much better. And now you have 2 options. You can press your face mask if you want. If you don't, you can just fold it onto one side like so. See, one side. And then do the top stitching about 2 millimeters from this seam here. And make sure you will use 3.5 millimeters top stitch. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the top stitching on both pieces, inside and this top. This one is the inside and this is the top one. So I'm gonna do the same on the both. Now when you have your top stitching like me and you're happy, we are going to have a look at our mask, and you can see this is the top, and on this one as well, when you fold it, you can see this is the top, and we are going to place them together so the right side and right side is going together. Make sure the seams are together as well, like this. And you can place the pin in the middle, like so. And on the other side. So we're placing the pins and do the same at the bottom as well. Make sure these middle seams are nicely on top of each other. And again, there will be seam allowance 1/2 of the centimeter. Let's sew. So once we have done the top and the bottom, we are going to place these little cuts around this part here, like so. Maybe 1, 2, 3 here. Make sure you do not go through this stitching, okay? At the same at the top, but 1, 2, 3 in these round parts, like here. See? And now we are going to turn our face mask inside out. Okay, dokie. So now we are going, you can also go and press your face mask around like this. But in my case, I'll be doing the top stitching. So if you don't want to do the top stitching, you can press it now. And we are going to grab this clip here, and we are going to fold it in half like so. So roughly, you know where is the middle. So this is the middle. And we are going to place it inside our mask, but make sure it goes under this fabric here, not here. So we have, once you put it under this one here, this top layer, it won't be too hard on your nose. Okay, so let's just insert it in, and I'm going to place it right here. You can see a little bit like so. And now take a pin and place one pin under like so, and it stays nice in the place. And it should be, when you fold it like so, it should be in the middle. So my one looks like it's in the middle. And now we are going to sew. So make sure you don't go through it because it's quite hard. It's plastic, so you may break your needle. So we are going to go slightly on this side. Doesn't matter, it's still going to stay in one place, so not to worry. So we're gonna start here. We're going to start here, down, and then about 3 millimeters under this clip, like so. And you're gonna go up and finish here, and make sure you do back stitch here and back stitch here, and in this way it will stay nice and secure. Okay, so let's do it. And look at this, guys. This looks amazing. You can adjust it to your nose, and it's really nice and comfy. It's not too hard. So now I decided to go with the top stitching, and I will do top stitching around 2 to 3 millimeters from this edge, and I'm gonna go all the way down here. The same on the other side, and all the way here with 3.5 millimeter stitch. So I have just finished my top stitching, and it looks really lovely. So this is my top stitching at the top here, and then I stopped here because I had this clip here, and at the bottom all the way. So now what we have to do, for the 1.5 centimeter here and 1.5 centimeter again, and place a pin. I'm gonna do so on both sides, so 1.5 centimeter here and 1.5 centimeter again, and place a pin. And sew it 3 millimeters, 2 to 3 millimeters from this edge inside. So all we have to do now, just make it nice and clean. Okay, so I have this long cord. I'm going to show you two options. One will be with the cord, and so this option is very good for the people if you don't like anything behind your ear. And the second option will be with the two loops. Okay, so I'm going to show you option number one with this cord, and this cord is 1 meter and 10 centimeters long. Maybe you need shorter, it's up to you, you decide, but I would recommend to go longer than 1 meter. So for this first option, you will need a safety pin. Take your mask, and I'm going to start here. So I'm going to start from this side. Gonna go inside like so. Okay, I'm going to start inside like this. Make a loop at the bottom, so your loop should be like this, and go up from this side on the right side. And this is it. This is the option number one. This option, when you place your mask, this will go behind your neck, and you simply tie this behind your head. Let me just show you. And let me show you the option number two. So you decide whichever you prefer. 20 centimeters long. 20 centimeters, but you fold it in half, this cord. So 20 centimeters. We need two. And we need two. And we're gonna place them inside like so. So one, and on the other side as well. And now you're gonna make a loose knot and try it on. Okay, and if you think it's too big for you or too small, you can simply just redo it. Okay, so once you're happy, it will also stretch a lot. So I already done this one, so I know this one will be perfect for me. So let's just cut this part off and do the same on the other side, and make sure it's really tight. And what you're gonna do, you are just going to hide the inside. Well, with this knot, it could be a little bit tricky, so you just take the scissors and push it inside. Little trick. And it will go inside. I just need to push it, help it a little bit to hide the knot. Of course, you don't have to go with this t-shirt cord. If you have maybe elastic you prefer, but I think this is so comfy. That's why I love to use this t-shirt cord. So we'll do the same on the other side. And this is it. This is our second option with the 2 loops. So you decide which one you prefer and go for it. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like my video, share my video, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel Unique Stitch Designs for more ideas from me, Sylvia. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, and of course don't forget to wash your mask after this sewing, and of course after every use. Take care and see you soon. Have a good summer.